but do not, I repeat, do not fabricate things.
Okay.
Do not say those things, because the moment you do that, you're putting yourself in a very, very wrong position.
There has been a TikToker, because his name is public on public platforms.
We are allowed to use it.
All right. Arona he recorded a video, right? I don't know if he put music over or was it the music that was playing at Kana Kgang, but because the last time I was there was no music. And it reads a little something like this. It said, me at Kana Kgang, because life didn't end when I tried to pay with an orange money card and the owners laughed at me. Now we decided, look, some of these things you really need to get to the bottom of it.
Right.
And as a human, this is two entities, these are two people. At the end of the day, though it's a business, there is always somebody behind that business, right? And we thought maybe, look, she reached out, one of her friends reached out to me, and I eventually reached out to her as well. I was like, yo,
let's talk about it.
Come over, let's talk about it. It's cool.
Right.
She a little background as when we were speaking, she was like, you know what, Sway, I'm really, really tired. I've been quiet for quite a while. I have tried to weather the storm.
Throughout the April incident,
she was very
like Kana Kgang said nothing.
Yeah.
Miss Geekays or Kuma Khwadira also said nothing.
Right.
So now that she wants to talk, listen, I got an ear, you got two. So let's hear it.
We are sitting with the lady of the moment. I'll say the lady of the moment, but right now just being tarnished by what's going on with her brand, but she's yet to tell it all. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Kuma Khwadira to Yarnak.
Hi guys, how's it?
Dinsa.
Well,
critical but stable.
Hey.
But stable.
But stable.
Thank you. What would you say? For real. Look, Kumo, you've done it all. I mean, you were just telling us off air what we're meant to say, man.
I'm just waiting for a couple of
things, but you've done it all. It's been so lovely to see, you being on radio, your journey in building Kana Kgang, your little baby, and it hasn't always been up. I know that just recently, and I'll say recently because it never goes away. You lost your parents, you lost your mom, and picking yourself up from all of that and coming back and rebranding and coming stronger and becoming Kuma Khwadira the Great once again, right? But now it's all under fire because what is currently going on at your establishment.
Yeah.
So, man.
Right?
It's so.
First and foremost, we read the statement. Do you want to tell us what happened the day this the individual was at your establishment? Do you remember seeing him, and do you remember interacting with him? Are you allowed to talk about these things first of all?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
Because you've already seen the statement.
Okay.
It's just a good learning. Actually, let me tell you a story about why I have a lawyer now.
Okay.
I remember a couple of years ago, a friend of mine was saying, the way your brand is growing, eventually you're gonna need a lawyer. Like in life as a brand, you need an accountant, you need a manager, and you need a lawyer. Because you won't always be there to represent these brands. Because how long not based on your emotions or whatever is happening at the time, which might ultimately really affect you. So I'm proud to say Kana Kgang is an accountant now, and then after the incident that happened in April from the one person who posted, I had to have a sit down and get signed to a lawyer, right? Also because I know I've got a very loud personality, and you hear me, on air and on stage, I'm such a vibe, but honestly speaking, is it extroverted, introverted, or introverted, extroverted?
You are an introverted extrovert.
Yes, yeah. One, I like peace, I like quietness, I like silence. When I hear something about me on social media, even though I know it's not true, I'm not gonna say it. Okay. I'm just gonna keep my peace and then pray to God that it dies out and then, life goes on.
Right. Yeah.
But now, I then realized that this is not gonna stop. People are gonna keep talking about me, and they're gonna keep saying things that aren't true. And then at the end of the day, people are gonna take side it's and then they already conclude. And as much as I've been a brand for over 11, 12 years, we're trained to give PR answers just to protect your brand, right?
Sure.
But now it's gotten to a point where I'm thinking, but why? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to my business? and the people that I'm in business with.
Yeah.
I think Bogolokola had the capacity to deal with jabs at me, but now it's me, the business, that I built from scratch by myself, and I've got staff that I'm paying, and now including a company that I have worked with that we're currently in talks with, so we can, expand our relationship. Then I realized I've lost so much money. My mental health is just on another level. I'm not happy most of the time because of other people. How best can I sort of, like you be in my mind, at least I've spoken my truth, right?
Okay.
So what happened was, I've been in Joburg for quite some time.
Okay.
So I came back and I wanted to spend time with my friends. I own Kana Kgang. I don't work at Kana Kgang.
Okay.
That's the one I want people to understand.
Okay.
And when I'm there, have a good time with my friends, because I don't get to see my friends as often, so we meet at Kana Kgang, the customer.
Right.
But only when there's a big issue that needs my attention, then I can attend to it. But I try not to, because I hired a manager for a reason.
Okay, cool.
I've trusted her with the job. She's learning on the job. So I can't keep on doing these things on my own.
Right.
So Sunday, I'm just there relaxing with my friends. We went to another spot, just to chill and relax and talk about the day. And then somebody shows me a video, and then I see this video. I'm like, wait, I saw this person earlier, but there was no interaction, because like I said, I get it. I'm there, I'm chilling with my friends. I'm like, no, but I saw this person earlier.
Okay.
Usually I get countering the other day.
Sure.
On my way back to my table, I cannot pass
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay.
Hi guys, let's shop. Hey, okay, what do you need? Oh, okay, let me call my waiters to help you.
Sure.
Okay,
sure.
So on my way back to my seat, that's when I saw him.
Okay.
And then I find a video. I'm like, what's going on? And we can I'm like, whoa, this is a bit extreme. Don't even, for the fact that you're also mentioning another company, that's a bit too much.
Okay.
So I sat down and I digested. I called the manager and the waiter who showed me the phone, the video. I'm like, who's this person? I'm like, you served this person.
Okay.
Okay, was there any issues? No, there were no issues. Oh, okay. So where is this coming from? And then now, the comments, now people are interested in wanting the story time. What really happened? Now the response, this person, we're now getting way out of hand. Because we mentioned and other establishments.
Okay.
That this is what I said. I'm like, immediately I sent the screenshots. The video was deleted after posting the release statement.
Okay.
So I only took a few screenshots. Now some breaky, I have no access to his account, so I see them via people's phones.
Okay, sure.
And I send them to my lawyer.
Sure.
About we will get on this as soon as possible. On Monday after posting the statement, the father reached out.
Okay.
Yeah. The father reached out. I had a chat with the father. It was a very genuine conversation. But then I explained everything. I'm like, unfortunately, I'm at a point in my life where successful. That's why I have representation. And therefore, after this chat, we can then now discuss with the lawyers and map the way forward. And the father was okay with it. I was even talking to him now on the way to the interview. I'm like, I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be on Yarna FM discussing the matter. But I really hope that we get to the bottom of this.
Okay.
Because sometimes, this person but
Right.
and also if somebody is actually sorry about what they did, it's a matter of asking, okay, fine, I hear that you're sorry, how do you map a way forward? My lawyer. But I haven't heard from him. I've only been talking to the dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So what you're telling us is the young man is not being honest in the video. He didn't try to pay with the form of payment he said. None of it is true.
One, number Kana Kgang orange. First of all.
Right.
Okay.
Number Kana Kgang orange.
Right.
Okay.
When we started Kana Kgang the first year, we realized a lot of people want to pay orange money. That actually urged us or inspired us to actually open an orange money card.
Okay.
So some people have a duela orange money, or they use other forms of payment.
Okay.
We swipe, we take cash, we take,
E-wallets, pay to sell.
No, we don't take e-wallet because it's visible. So
Okay,
it's
alright.
easy for
So
us.
just pay to
sell.
Okay.
Stanbic Bank, instant money,
Yeah.
fast cash access, because we also use access as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And then my issue is, my manager reminded me earlier. I was like, you know this issue, it's and I'm thinking why. Go on my Instagram. I did a promotion for Orange. It was me as a small business owner encouraging people to use Orange Money and also what Orange Money could do to help you as a business owner.
Okay.
In my mind, I'm thinking, who started the story? And what was the motive behind the story? What were they trying to achieve with the story?
Okay, but I want to ask Kumo, as a business owner and also as a Kumo, somebody who works Lebato on a very regular basis, don't you think you are being too tough on a second year student or you feel like it needs to be done so that people stop bullying you?
You know what my issue is? We have the freedom to say whatever we want to say about people.
Yeah.
Most of the time when I'm quiet, maybe other things concerning Kana Kgang, like, customer service and all of those things. As a team, and then we take a look at them. There's no need for me to respond all the time because I see what they're saying. We apply them, we try and do better. For example, there was one client who came to Kana Kgang and wasn't happy about the service. Then I asked the team, guys, do you remember this person? Because usually when someone says something about a business, we always ask each other. Because maybe there might be something that I might have missed out because I can't run the entire shop by myself, right? And I'm not always on the floor. And then even oh, okay, fine. And then I responded to this person, and then they removed the post about remove the post because like about so and so and so. And then he came that Sunday, and then we had a chat.
Right
now, we just wave in the air because of how it was conducted.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this: you can talk about me, it's fine. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about. That's you. You've got the right to talk about whatever. What I will not tolerate, I don't want to say stand because it's a bit too harsh, is when you fabricate things. You are costing me so much. Don't talk about me. Say, hey, that's perfectly fine. Wait till I got the service like like, hey, I remember you. Hey, I also saw your post. I'm very casual. Sometimes I'm too casual. Show me game is 2 hours next time better. That's how casual I am with people, including people I don't even know, right? But do not, I repeat, do not fabricate things.
Okay.
Do not say those things because the moment you do that, you're putting yourself in a very, very wrong position. I wouldn't have said anything about it. Remember that face. Next time,
let me ask him what happened.
The manager, please go serve that guy. And please ask him what he needs. Please, by all means necessary.
So for me, I think it's important for us to clarify because there is a lot of people who have been to Kana Kgang, didn't get great service according to their comments online, and were not willing to come back or were not happy, and it ended up affecting how they feel about the brand, how they feel about you, right? So you are saying to me, I can admit that there is some veracity, or we have slipped up as an organization sometimes in the way we speak to people, in the way we serve people.
Speaks in what sense?
People are saying things like, let me look for a comment.
Yeah, because
some of the comments I screenshotted, and I just wanted to be like, it's okay for us to say maybe we have messed up, but for this particular case, you're dealing with it the way you're dealing with it because it is fabricated. So this one is from Esma Hube. He tweeted and then somebody reposted it to Facebook. I once got there and the owner said, Dijodi hedile yang holeka koko mamidi. Won't lie, she needs a rebrand there by her manners.
I'm so happy you brought that up. Okay, please, I'm not gonna tend to each and every single situation because of time.
Of course.
When people come to Kana Kgang, most of them have right? And then so this is what we're selling. Me suggesting another woman, another business woman, because Mam Media and I serve the same things. I'm suggesting that you go eat somewhere else, which is in line with what I'm doing, because her and I sell the same food.
Okay.
I don't know how people take how I say things to them. That one I can't explain.
Of course.
But for the mere fact that at the top of my head, do you know the restaurants that are around G-West? There are so many. Why would I suggest Mamid? Because I understand we're women in business. For example, Natasha Sigua, Wing It On. She's not far from where I am. Right? How did you wing it on? Because I understand she's a woman in business.
Right.
Why would I literally speak ill of somebody else when we're in the same business and we're both just trying to make it work? I've heard that comment before, and what was the intention of someone posting something like that in that regard? You know what I mean? That's what really made me sad. What are you craving? Oh, you chicken? I'm like, oh, there's KFC over there.
Okay, sure.
Also good shop on ZG West. Right.
Right.
Actually, we're looking for Tona food right now during lunch. Since our lunch is done, you can actually go see Mamidi.
Okay.
So I can't control what people say about me and how they say it, but please don't take things out of context.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And has this whole experience, I mean, since April to this point, affected how your leadership style has changed, your customer service has changed? I know you said you guys talk about it, but what has Kana Kgang done since April, between April and now we're in October, basically? What's changed?
I'm not gonna lie to you, we've got regular customers that genuinely just talk to us via WhatsApp and call, or that even come to the place and just give us, a heads up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, let me give you a backstory of Kana Kgang. Kana Kgang has been in existence for 2.5 years. And honestly speaking, when I was thinking about it in my head, I didn't think it would be where it is now. Kana Kgang is way bigger than myself, and the way in which people received it, at some point we really got overwhelmed. And it's my restaurant. And these are the things that we didn't anticipate as we were trying to build the restaurant, right? And even with my team, we were so small, hoping that we can manage. But in most cases, we couldn't manage. That's why I found myself attended to a client, and I'm all over the place trying to make things, work. But at some point, we stopped. We're like, whoa. We've listened to the comments. We're listening to the feedback. How best can we serve the people? And I can proudly say, based on the feedback that we have received, as I'm saying, based on the feedback that we have received, that I think we've really done so much better. We've done so well. And also the manager has really grown to a point where I can even go to Joburg for 3 weeks and I won't worry about Kana Kgang. Unfortunately, we won't be able to please everyone, but I'm not, I really wish Botswana could give not only my business, but other small businesses grace. I'm not saying I'm asking for your sympathy or
special treatment.
Or special treatment. We have gotten to a place where it was so bad, where food can wait for up to, an hour, but we've tried to really mitigate and work around that. I think we're doing well. I'm so proud of my team because we really do try our level best. And as always, we're always open to, to feedback. We're renovated.
It looks so good.
Because of inquiries that keep coming, people are able to trust us enough to host, the tea party. People trust us enough to cater for companies. People trust us enough to do, those small, intimate sessions. For me, that's an indication of growth and people trusting me to do better. And I will say now, it's something I've said in all of my interviews, even on my radio show, that you know what, guys, I'm a work in progress, and I admit that sometimes I won't always get it right. Sometimes we fail. Sometimes I tell my friends, I'm like, guys, today customers never lazy, and I've tried to apologize. That's just the journey of an entrepreneur, and honestly, I am embracing it because I know one day I'm gonna look back and say, when I started it was rough, but I had to go through it for me to end up being at the top.
Okay.
So just to wrap it up before we part ways with Kuma, because our time is almost done. Kuma, what's the current situation with the lawyers and the family? If you can just quickly just let us know. What is happening to the young boy? What can you just say to your lawyer, if possible? Maybe one of these good days, you say, you know what, I forgive the young man, and maybe he will know that going forward he is not allowed to do that, or you're going all the way with it.
I can't really say, because I get it's not a one-way thing. It involves a lot of people, so I can't speak on his behalf or say this what's going to happen. For me, really, the most important thing is for the truth to really come out, because like I said, I've worked with Orange before, and it's such a beautiful campaign. I would love to work with them even more, and I wouldn't want to find myself in such disturbing incidents, especially on social media. And I still stress to say, it's okay for people to say whatever it is that they want to say. It's fine. I'm not gonna, I can't control what people say about me. But please, if you are going to speak about somebody on social media, think about the reason why you're writing all of that. What's the end goal? And if you know that it's true, then you can go ahead and write the truth. But if it's false, there will be consequences. That's why I have a lawyer now, for her to speak for me. It's a she. I love working with her.
Of course. I love it.
And in closing, before I know I talk a lot. I'm too quick to distance myself from something.
Right.
I'm too quick to divorce myself from a situation, or I just keep quiet. With this one, is very special. The reason why Kana Kgang was born because he came shortly after my mom passed from leukemia. So my dream was for her and I to work together, because she was so good at managing stuff. And for me, my family needs more money to be able to afford chemotherapy as and when, God forbid, cancer decides to come back. But for me also to challenge myself, because I was a radio girl for 10 years. I didn't know anything else about myself. So it was a challenge for me. My mother was like, yo, let's do this. And seeing it come alive with the little that I had, and having built what I've built in 2 years, I'm not gonna give up. And also because we are the first generation of entrepreneurs in Botswana. If I give up, what about that 16-year-old and 17-year-old who aspires to be an entrepreneur? Entrepreneurship is so difficult in Botswana, and also being a woman in business can be very challenging. I am not going to give up. This is a concept that's fresh. It's a concept that's very interesting. And I ask that you guys join me on this journey as I grow and evolve as a woman in business. And lastly, from the bottom of my heart, we do apologize for those who've come to Kana Kgang and didn't get the service that they deserve as a customer. I do apologize for having not said hi to everyone, because sometimes I get and then I have to divide myself into 1,000 pieces. I won't always get it right, but I'm asking that we continue to support businesses about Botswana, especially Tabasad.
Kana ubua that ga araba potso wa re tsamaya ga kae dipampiri di okay
I really can't say.
All right.
me go di lawyer re.
What I will say though is that both parties were very well aware of this conversation.
Yes, we did reach out
to
to both the young man and his father. And the statement has been the same, which is
we cannot talk about
the matter is already in the hands of the lawyers and the law. Therefore, they cannot make statements. As you can see, Kumo has volunteered to be here. We have given her the platform. We wanted to understand what has been going on with Kana Kgang. Is there truth to it? Is there changes that are being made? And Rona, as patrons and people who get served, what can we look forward to?
All right, man. With that being said, we gotta go. Thank you so much once again, Kumo.
Thank you. I hope you come on Sunday.